If you're an iPhone shopper, you're going to have several decisions to make this holiday because there's a third iPhone to join the other two. The iPhone XS and XS Max are joined by the iPhone R, which is coming October 26th. This phone feels like a combination of the 8 and 8 Plus generation with the iPhone X. So let's take a look at the back of the iPhone XR. There's a single camera here, not dual camera, but supposed to provide portrait effects that might still look somewhat like the portrait effects you would expect. Maybe not the same as the XS or the XS Max or the 10, we'll have to see. And on the front, the XR has the true depth camera, so it looks like an iPhone X. It's a 6.1-inch display, but it's LCD, and that's different from the OLED displays on the XS, XS Max, and the 10. It's a new type of display that's edge to edge, and right now it looks really sharp. I mean, Apple's LCD displays have always looked good, so we'll have to wait and see how those compare side by side. There's no 3D touch, so if you push in here, you're not going to be able to get those pop-out things that you might or might not be using. Instead, there's a haptic response that's still on the screen, which will stand in for something. So if you notice, the camera is not launching, but if I press in, I do feel a haptic click, and then I open the camera app. So that's pressure sensitive. It's just not exactly the same as 3D touch. Maybe you're not using 3D touch anyhow, so your mileage may vary on that. The A12 processor in here sounds like it's going to be as fast as the XS and XS Max. So performance-wise, sounds really promising, and it's supposed to get an hour and a half more battery than the iPhone 8 Plus. The iPhone XR at $749 still falls in the mainstream to high-end territory for phones. But that extra savings versus a $999 iPhone XS might be interesting to some people. How well it performs and how much you miss any of those extra features, we'll have to see. But this LCD display in this light here looks good. One thing it looks like the XR lacks is some of the extra HDR features that are on the XS and XS Max, and how good that looks in terms of display and in terms of photography, we're still going to have to see. The prices for this, $749 and up. For storage, you're looking at 64 gigabyte, 128, 256. On the bottom, no headphone jack. Joining the others, of course, Lightning, and it looks similar to the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus in terms of the aluminum finish. The XR also comes in other colors. So if you want to pop this out to go coral, blue, yellow, Project Red, those are available as well in addition to white and black. Do you get this phone? We don't know yet because it's coming out October 26th, and the real comparison is going to be which iPhone do you get? But the feel is good. The size feels very iPhone 8 Plus-esque, and the display, while it's a lower resolution than the XS Max and the 10, it's a pretty good DPI, so it still looks strong. More to come on that, but your iPhone decision still looms. I'm Scott Stein here at Steve Jobs Theater at Apple Park.